Hi guys, it's me, Empress Jack Rabbit. This is Empire, um, Season 1, Episode 5. This was a really good episode, actually. It's an episode where you had to let yourself just go on the ride, just like you would if you were at the fair and you're on the roller coaster. Just go with the flow, because it was good. We start off with Hakeem. He's going to make this video. He says he's going to change the game, and he's going to send notice out to people like Drake and Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and all of that. And we hear a little of the song. It's called Drip Drop. It is not a good song, but yet Lucius just loves it, and Anika, it's fire, but it really isn't. But he needs to have his video budget up to really, as he says, make the song that he needs to make and whatnot. So once again, video relies on Andre to get the money. And Andre tries to tell him, you know what, I can't do this because these IPO people, they're checking every bit of what we're doing. And, if our money is what we say it is, and we just can't come up with this money. So then we move on to the scene with Andre and his wife. Well, no, actually, let me take that back. We go and we see the scene of Tiana coming into her place, and this white chick sitting on the couch, and it's very clear to see that there's something going on with them. And Tiana sits on her lap, and they start kissing up and everything. We see, she got a full-on relationship. So now we know the reason why she was not bent out of shape when Hakeem was with that chick. She was pissed off, that's true. But it was something for her that she didn't even mind talking about, simply because of the fact that, come to find out, she got a chick on the side too. Well, she tells him when he starts trying to trip about it, you got a trip on the side, why can't I? So Andre's wife, who's always in the mix with schemes and ideas, tells Andre, look, and she's at a video shoot, and models are posing and stuff, and she walks away from what she's doing to show him that Tiana and this white chick are laying on this love seat, and they're hugged up and yuked up and kissing and whatnot. And the wife starts rolling the camera, taking a picture, and they decide, you know what, let's put this on social media, because that way it'll look like Jamal has something to do with it. And then they decide to talk mess around Hakeem's friend, talking about Jamal had all this money and these sneakers and yada yada, because they want to give these guys, these thugs, a head up about Jamal so they can go rob him, which they do. We find Jamal is back in the studio again. He went and got some studio time from some guy living in the hood. The place got people hanging out everywhere and lingering, and him and Cookie go up there, and she's got her doubts because she walks in there and she sees old boy, the producer, sitting up eating a big old bowl of cereal, and the place is raggedy and whatnot. And this is where Jamal is going to make his song, and she's leery about, if these people know what to do. Hold on, let me get some water. And what I'm going to jump around a little bit, but what we find out is that the people that Andre had spoke about Jamal around, that he wasn't talking to them. He was acting like he was on the phone with somebody, talking about Jamal and all his money, his tennis shoes and stuff. These guys end up breaking into that recording studio and try to rob the recording studio. They got guns and stuff. One dude gets shot in the shoulder. They're trying to rob people. And this is where we see Jamal is no joke. He stands up. The dude got the gun in his face, like almost on his forehead, and he's like, are you Hakeem's friend? I know you. I know who you are. You let Hakeem know that I'm not scared, and that his gay brother is not afraid, and he can come to me himself if he got a problem with me and all of that. And just at that moment, the guy that is the producer in the studio, he wasn't in the studio, but he walks in, and baby, he pulls a gun and cocks that rifle at them niggas, and he says, you know what? You got a choice to get up out of here, or we gonna have a bloodbath in here, and everybody gonna get shot. Whoever living when we done. They hightailed it up out of that studio. At this time, of course, Cookie is not there. She has left Jamal there because she gets a text where she's got to testify for the feds. And what she finds out that she has to testify on is at the time when she was dealing drugs, and when she got busted, she was selling drugs to this white dude. And as it turned out, the feds was already there in hiding. She was getting ready to make the sale and give these this cocaine wrapped up in these little wraps that had roses or something on them. And along comes this dude, this black dude, and shoots the white dude. Excuse me, I'm sick. I got a throat thing. But as it turns out, this white dude is actually an undercover federal agent doing drugs. Not for real, but trying to set her up. And she didn't know that at the time, but she was eyewitness to see this I think it's Frank Gathers, shoot this white dude, and she had to testify for that. So she goes and she does that, and she told that the lady, the agent lady, you got a dead woman walking here, talking about herself. She gets home only to find a rose on her step, and she is freaked out because she knows that to see that rose, that means that this killer, that Frank Gathers, who's now locked up in prison, is out to get her. That he got a hitman out there, and the rose used to be a symbol that he's coming to pay you a visit. The hitman is. As we find out, though, it's not the hitman at all. It's actually Lucius. Lucius, at the start, remembers that it is his and Cookie's anniversary. Now, we see that he has proposed to Anika. He gave her an 18-karat diamond ring. So he's telling that to Vernon. And in the middle of the conversation, all of a sudden his mind goes to Cookie, and he starts laughing, and this is our anniversary. And Vernon is thinking, the anniversary of you and Anika? What are you talking about? But he is clearly talking about him and Cookie. So he's the one that left Cookie the rose. We find out that it wasn't a hitman. However, what we didn't know was that it wasn't Frank Gathers' people, and that Cookie had went down to Philly when she was supposed to be in the studio with Jamal. She goes down to Philly and has her sister and her sister friend, who's played by D-Ray, the comedian, if you know him, and they decide they're going to do a hit on Frank Gathers' henchmen, which they do. And Cookie gets a throwback thought of that and trying to stop it. But it's too late to stop the hit on Frank Gathers' hitman, which means clearly we're going to have more drama because they're going to trace that back to Cookie and them. And so just when she thinks she's done with all this and not going to be bothered by this Frank Gathers, she's got more problems. We see that Lucius goes to the house of Anika to meet with her parents, to ask for her permission to marry her. But at the same time, we find out that Anika's father is a doctor. And we also find out that Vernon comes to Lucius and says the only way IPO is going to go through is they want an insurance policy on you saying that you are in great health. Well, he can't get that. He's got ALS, so he cannot get that doctor report from anybody. And then it dawns on him, oh, Anika daddy. So they go to the house, and the mom is looking at the ring, and she got the pearls on, and this does not look like this girl's mother. The father is white, but the mother is darker skinned. It just doesn't, as a mixed person, it doesn't make sense, but you know, you never know. So anyways, Anika's father agrees that they should get married and take care of my daughter and all that. That's when Lucius is like, oh, you know, you could do me a favor. He tells him that he's got ALS, and he's told Anika, and that she wants to marry him anyways, and how wonderful that is of her. However, I need a doctor's report saying that I'm in fine health. And the father's like, you gonna ask me to lie or to, you know, to possibly lose my license or whatever for you? And Lucius like, yeah, you know, I know you feel that way. However, if something happens to me, Nika will be worth billions of dollars. All of a sudden the father freezes in his track and he's like, does Anika know anything about this? And Lucius tells him no. So he lets him know that they're going to do it. He's going to write up the note for him saying that he's fine. So now we see a whole nother storyline coming, because now we find out that Lucius is his medical issues are shaky, and that's something that could easily fall through, easily can be proven that's a lie if anybody finds out that he has ALS. So he's really got to be careful who he tells it to, and to keep it a secret. Back to Jamal in the studio. The song is good. It's the one he started working on last week when he was hitting the garbage dumpsters outside and stuff. But it's funny too, because the song is still about the dad. It really is. His dad is his inspiration for his music, and it's about his dad offering him this or giving him that, and he wants to make it on his own. If I have to take your money and everything, then it's not worth it. So we see that. We finally see close to the end the brothers get together, Hakeem and Jamal, and for the first time we see them have a falling out. Jamal pushes Hakeem, tells him you better watch your back, don't be sticking your boys on me. Hakeem is upset, saying don't be putting my business out there, or you got my girl looking like this and that, and I'm supposed to be the man. And so they go in at it. They want Hakeem to come back and finish taping the song with Tiana. He definitely doesn't want to do it, because he feel like this now he's calling her this girl. You know what, earlier in the show was my boo, my baby, whatever. He was trying to hug up on her and she just wasn't having it. So at the end it's like, oh, this girl, I don't want to do this and that with this girl. And Lucius, once again, he can make you do anything. He said, listen, you looking at it one way about her and this other chick, but you talking about her messing with this chick now, instead of one girlfriend, you got two girlfriends. So it's a better look for you. So I ain't gonna keep it too long because I can't go that long. Anyways, so the mess is getting deeper and deeper. We've got the story that can go any kind of way. Scott Hakeem has made this great song. It's a low budget studio. We actually witnessed Cookie running stuff, because she's in the cab, she's going to Philly, and listen, the cab driver's like, oh, you people, you're always misbehaving. This is what the cab driver said, some Indian dude, and she talking about these people. What you talking about? You blacker than me. I thought that was really cute. But we see Cookie on the phone with Tiana, managing her situation. We see him with her on the phone with Jamal, handling that situation. I think even Lucius calls her to handle a situation, and she's running all just like clockwork. Now we see this girl ain't just talking, she's a true bad bitch, and she can handle it all. So it looks like to me that not only can she handle it all, but the shit's going to get thicker and stickier, and she's going to keep that empire from collapsing, because she's going to be the only person that's going to be able to get everybody together. So it was a really good episode. I hope you watched it and enjoyed it like I did. If you like this, comment, subscribe, thumbs us up. We love it. Tori Boo 151 couldn't be here today. She'll be back next week. Also, watch our Table Talk show. We're focusing on the latest news and stories we're going out there. We're not just really trying to do the Hollywood thing. We're just picking crazy stories we hear from around the country. So it's very interesting. Check out Camille 422001. And you guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.